secret about the devil. You need to watch this.
I like it, I don't need a reason. I like it, I don't need a reason.
My domestic pet is happy she's inside. Very frightful out there, as you'll see. That is a social memory complex. Count to 7. Whoa! About 2 miles away. Of course, this is Little League playoff time. I remember back in the 90s. I wonder what it'll look like in 90 minutes. All the men go out. They get the field ready and the game continues because it dries up. But this looks like a mother, Mama Jamma. Who wanted this on 12 June, day 264 on your Mayan hop? Yes, 12 June, 264. 6 and 4 is 10, add 2, go sideways. That's how Virgo was when Trump administered the beginning of COVID in 23 September 2017. My goodness, it's wet. I wish I could go run out there and get sopping. You think I'm going to do that? Not so fast. Puddles. I know a level 3 practitioner who regrets to be a puddle. Kids jump in them and splash. Splash, over. Out. They play football in the rain. Let's go. The man with the zebra stripe stops at nothing. Spiral. And that's that. Now, if this was baseball and this was the weather and we weren't in a dome like the Trop, then the umpire would say, "No! You fans get wet. Players will stay dry. And I'll figure out if we're going to run this bad boy, because time's a dimension and the game's on hold. Baseball's a Masonic sport." Oh! Bowling for dollars. That was a 3-miler. Looking northeast. That's the bay. So you're looking at roughly the north side of Tampa Bay, like 10 miles that way. And it blows up that way. It's just a thing. I was the president of pony baseball. My son and my daughter both played. The kids could pitch at an earlier age in Little League. Pony baseball. Pinellas County. Lou Pinella. He was a madman. Joe Madden. Pothead. Bowling for dollars. It's all true. That is a social memory complex. Sending a message along with some lightning. Benjamin Franklin knew that. He used a key in a jar, and then he invented the harmonica and flipped people out in Europe. Look it up. Harmonica without an H. Think of the Stanley Cup with thimbles. Woo! So it's now June 13th, day 265 on the Mayan long count. We've endured the rain from yesterday and all the turmoil that came with it. So let's listen to some angelic channeling from Arcturus and then the Pleiades.
Hello dear starseeds, I am Lady. We are aware that many of you anticipate a great disclosure, the revealing of truths about extraterrestrial presence and long-hidden knowledge. We want you to know that
what hides in the mysteries of your blood? Have you ever stopped to wonder if those two simple letters on your medical records, your blood type, could contain profound insights into who you really are?
What about the stain, positive and negative?
Of analytical psychology,
is the glass half
that the
full or half empty?
Are often hidden in
when it's concentrated negative, they do magic.
What if your
and they
blood type
eat people,
wasn't just a medical
reptilian,
label, but a symbolic
shapeshifters.
map, a mirror
It
reflecting
goes
the
on and
depths
on
of your
with
collective
density.
unconscious.
And soul tapestry and familial relations like the Anunnaki. Cut.
Sad for those who don't feel that they are loved in order to work in this life.
Was the beloved Mr. Rogers truly the gentle soul we all admired? Or is there more to his story?
I'm sure there
He made
is.
generations feel seen, heard,
TV.
and safe.
Fred.
But behind that soft-spoken tone, even Fred Rogers had a side the cameras never captured.
Oh ho ho.
It's about
Eddie
things
Murphy.
that matter to
It's
me,
on
which I
YouTube.
think
Donnie, what do you have to tell us with distraction?
Said that research and development costs were what they are, and for no reason whatsoever. They had to be borne by America alone. Not anymore.
Well, you've got the
This means
Saudis
American
to help.
patients were effectively subsidizing
Both
socialist
you and
healthcare
Jared,
systems
they're dumping everything to
in
you,
Germany,
the king,
in all parts of
in Germany. He's a
the
Nazi.
European Union. They were the
Both
toughest of all.
sides.
They were
Carry
nasty.
on,
And
German.
I see that with pride. The
Tapestry.
European Union is in many
He
ways
was William
nastier than
Dennison.
China.
China.
Okay.
Okay, so it's now June 13th, day 265 on the Mayan long count. We've endured the rain from yesterday and all the turmoil that came with it. So let's listen to some angelic channeling from Arcturus and then the Pleiades.
Hello, dear starseeds. I am Lady. We are aware that many of you anticipate a great disclosure, the revealing of truths about extraterrestrial presence and long-hidden knowledge. We want you to know that there has been a tremendous energetic preparation behind this upcoming disclosure. Before any official announcement or undeniable unveiling can occur, the foundation must be laid in the energy and consciousness of humanity. And that is exactly what has been happening. Every moment that each of you opens your mind and heart to greater truth, you are contributing to this preparation. In your private moments of realization, in your meditation experiences of connecting with higher realms, and in your courageous conversations about spiritual and cosmic truths, you are building the energetic momentum that makes collective disclosure not only possible, but inevitable. We see you creating a field of openness and trust that grows larger every day. It is this rising vibration and collective readiness that will ultimately bring forth the disclosures and revelations you seek. In truth, disclosure is not a single event imposed upon you. It is a co-creation that emerges from within the human collective as you elevate your frequency.
There's only one truth, and then there's perception.
Many of you have heard of a great solar flash or singular cosmic event that will ignite humanity's awakening. We observe that anticipation, and we wish to offer our perspective on the true nature of this phenomenon.
2030
The
is a big
solar
one.
flash is not something that comes solely from outside to change you in an instant.
We're in a
It is
window
something
now.
that comes from within as much as from without. Each of you carries an inner sun, the spark of source within your heart. As you raise your consciousness
have a solar
and
plexus.
activate more of the light within you, you are preparing yourself to experience that flash of illumination internally. Yes, your physical sun is sending stronger waves of energy and codes to assist in this process, bathing your world in higher frequencies. But the
The heart.
impact of these solar energies depends on
Northwest.
your willingness to absorb and integrate them. What truly triggers the illumination is your collective receptivity. When enough of you have opened yourselves to become living vessels of this light, that is when the so-called solar flash truly occurs. It is a tipping point where the light ignites simultaneously
huge
in
coronal
many
hole
awakened
that's been
hearts.
orbiting here.
You have been building towards
Uranus
this by
has
doing the inner work,
presented
by
itself.
facing your shadows and choosing love. In this way, you
Our
make
solar
yourselves ready
system
for that
is
moment
magnetic,
of collective illumination.
and
we
Jupiter
see
has
that
got
you
it.
now have the numbers. Rather than an external salvation, the solar flash is a mirror of the inner flash of awareness that each of you allows within. It is less a rescue and more a recognition of the light that has always been there, waiting to be embraced. Throughout this journey, there has been and continues to be a beautiful collaboration between humanity and beings from across the galaxy. We are among many who have been working with you, even if
Best
most of
thoughts
this
in your head.
collaboration happens behind the scenes. Galactic human collaboration
Thinking
is
with
a
your heart.
cornerstone of your ascension process.
Heart has a
Some
mind
of
of
you
its own.
receive our
Ask Jerry
messages
Garcia.
and translate them into words, as our channel does, and many more receive guidance as impulses,
So this
sudden
is a
insights,
rendition.
dreams, and inspirations that seemingly
Let's
come
dream
out
big
of nowhere.
and move
We
to
assure
Mira
you,
of
they
the
do have a
Pleiades.
source in the higher realms where we meet with your higher selves. In fact, many of you are members of galactic councils and federations in your soul essence.
Oh yeah.
And you
So David Wilcock, who wears the soul tapestry of King David, and now has Edgar Cayce in his right brain, 15 billion in money coming with China supporting his development, and he's figuring out Trump. He's not there yet. He's got a lot of blocks that he needs to work through, like the fact that David Keith Quigley is the real JFK Jr. Come on, Dave. I'm with you, brother. Now, let's go to Mira, not from Lyra, from the Pleiades. Her rendition's gorgeous, and she sits on the Pleiadian Council with good news.
Greetings. I am Mira from the Pleiadian High Council, and I speak to you as a dedicated member of the Earth Council. I come to you today with all the love in my heart and a clear purpose. We know that these times of change on Earth are both extraordinary and intense, and I am here to offer you encouragement, clarity, and support. We are in the midst of an extraordinary transformation
Seven
on Earth,
Sisters,
one that is unparalleled in your planet's
Atlas,
history. This is the largest
Electra,
ship window you have ever experienced,
Maya,
and its inception was marked in the
Taygeta.
year 2012. That pivotal moment signaled the dawn of a new era of
Taygeta's
life
a
on
lot
Earth,
like us.
setting the stage for the
have
tremendous
problems.
evolutionary leap that is now underway.
Maria Orsic
For many
is
ages,
point of
your
origin
planet journeyed through
Taygeta.
cycles
She's
of darkness
ascended.
and light in
She's
preparation
Svaru.
for this moment.
If you watch
The
Cosmic
year
Agency in
2012 was
Gosha,
not an
you can
arbitrary
learn
date. It marked the
about
completion of a great
Taygeta.
cosmic cycle, the culmination of approximately 26,000 of your years, and the turning of a cosmic clock that
It's
had
a
long been
procession.
foretold.
Include Ophiuchus.
In that pivotal year,
Both 12
a
and
grand
13.
alignment in the heavens signaled
Mayan
that
Hob
Earth was
covers
ready
it.
to begin her
The
ascent
moon,
back
the
into
sun,
higher
the
consciousness.
solstice, the equinox.
Indeed, many
Today's
cosmic cycles
265.
converged at that time by divine design.
Because it's
It
13
was the
June.
opening of a
And
sacred
that's all
gateway
since
into a
9/11.
new era.
We use 3
Your
BC
ancient
to
wisdom
start, slide
keepers and
3 to the right,
calendars, such
and
as those of the
505
Maya,
Baktun hits on
anticipated
9/11,
this shift
2020,
and
and
marked
keep
it as the
walking
transition
forward.
into a new world
Notch
age.
up one every 20
And
years.
indeed, it was the moment
20
the
of
divine
those.
plan set for the dawn
That's a
of the golden
Baktun.
age on Earth. We, along with many beings of light, observed with joy as that cosmic moment
So
unfolded,
505 of
knowing
those
it would
sets
usher in the accelerated
occurred
awakening that is now fully in motion.
since his birth.
It is no coincidence that you are alive on the planet during this
And there
monumental
are no
time.
coincidences.
Your soul knew how special
Look
and
at
significant
these.
this juncture would be.
Eyes, like the owl, light and dark, wisdom. So again, this is Mira of the Pleiadian
The
High
decades
Council.
leading up to 2012 especially from the late 1980s onward,
December
brought an
2012.
unprecedented acceleration
Mayan
of
calendar
energies on
was
Earth.
supposed to end the world.
Time itself seemed to quicken, and many of you experienced a tremendous surge in awakening and growth during that
There was
period.
a supreme alliance
In
to
those
Lord
final 25
Marduk
years of the last cycle,
and
you were
Kissinger, his
effectively
father.
condensing centuries of spiritual evolution into a single lifetime. It was as if
They
you lived
control their
multiple
own
lifetimes
stuff.
worth of lessons
Clinton was
and
Ahab,
healing
his
in the
wife
span
was
of a few
Jezebel.
decades. This intense quickening was by design,
Trump was Nero.
and many souls were
William
eager to be
Denison.
part of it.
F-45
In fact,
Alpha in the
numerous
future.
beings
He
chose
tried
to
out
incarnate
and
during
died
that
of
period
greed, then came
because
back
it
as
offered
Donald
a rare
John Trump,
opportunity to
nephew of
fast-track
John
evolution
Trump.
and contribute to Earth's awakening.
John Trump got tested
Not
material.
coincidentally, this era also saw rapid advances in your
knows all
world,
this
from
and
technology
drew
to global
illustrations to prove
communication,
it.
reflecting the higher
And he's on
light flooding
Sirius
into
A
human
right now with
consciousness.
the original Muhammad.
You cleared old karma at lightning speed and activated dormant gifts and wisdom within you.
Lightning speed.
Though it was challenging and often
Check my
overwhelming,
cover.
this preparatory phase set the stage for the
Benjamin
collective
Franklin
ascension
discovered it
process that would
with
fully
a
ignite
key.
after 2012.
And a post office. And the harmonica. That's your Stanley Cup turned sideways, played with thimbles and pedals. Lurch went to Europe. They wrote music, and the harmonica killed people at
Now, dearest
concerts.
ones, you are
and
living in
plays.
the very midst of this long-awaited shift.
So they outlawed the harmonica.
Since the watershed moment of
Read
2012,
the history.
the intensity of evolution has
And the
only
blood types.
increased.
We
You
covered
have
them.
fully entered
They
the
did.
largest transformational window ever experienced on Earth. Never before has an entire planet's consciousness been invited to ascend so rapidly
Never
while still in
before,
physical
and believe
form.
me, we've been through some
This
ascensions
means you are
here and on other
navigating
planets.
totally uncharted territory. There is a great deal of
It's
excitement
very
in the air,
intense.
the excitement of possibilities, of birthing a new world, and at the same time, there are significant challenges.
Families
The
find
fabric of
themselves
time and reality
separated.
itself feels different now. Some days it's as if time speeds up, and other days it feels slowed or surreal. This is because the old linear time construct is giving way to a higher flow as you elevate in frequency. The influx of
And
higher
so,
light is exposing
Our
every
new
shadow
friends have
and
ears to
pushing
hear, and
every
we
limitation
hope
to
that
the
our old
surface for
friends
healing. Some
can
days,
hear,
you may feel the exhilaration of
because
these
there
new
are
energies lifting you up. And other
cognitive
days,
blocks
you may
in
feel
reality.
stretched to your limits by the intensity of change.
24/7 workday.
Understand that this is all
is
part of the process of
misconstrued.
ascending in a body and society, and it is something that neither you nor your planet has ever done before in this way.
People give up.
The magnitude of this opportunity is immense. Within this window, more souls can
And they come
awaken,
get them.
and more progress can be made in a short
How did the
time
streets get
than was
cleaned
ever
up of
possible prior to now,
poverty-stricken
even if
people?
the journey feels chaotic at times.
Where do they go? Well, McRib is seasonal. They just kill them. Locomotives over the centuries.
From our
in this
vantage
country,
point, we see the significance of what is
bashing
happening on
out
Earth, and we want you to know
uncertified
that you have immense support. Truly,
consumption.
all eyes in the galaxy are upon your planet during this monumental transformation.
All those oil pots all over
Legions
the
of
world
benevolent
are
beings
fossils,
are gathered to
fuels
assist.
that got
The
moved there,
Pleiadian and
at
other
that
star
time.
nations, angelic realms,
swept up,
ascended masters, and
metamorphosized,
countless light
and
beings from far and wide
Saudis are the
are focused on
reptiles,
helping Earth make this
Ukrainians
leap.
are the Draco,
You are surrounded by love and
and they're the
assistance at
fake
every
Jews.
level,
They're
even
Hollywood.
if you cannot always see it.
They're
We
the
galactics have ships of light
barge
stationed
drivers
in
on
your
visas
skies,
that drop
and many
bridges.
members of the
They
galactic
fought on
spiritual
both sides
hierarchy
of World War
working
II
behind the scenes
and formed
to
a
ensure
government
that
in the
this
Ukraine for
transition
30
proceeds
days
according to the
to
divine plan.
do what was needed,
In
and then
fact,
it was absolved.
We have been quietly assisting
And
in
Zelensky
stabilizing
came
your
out of
planet
nowhere from
to prevent
MTV
any
land
extreme
and
events that are not
collected
meant
money
to
from
occur.
America and weapons,
There's much
and
we do from behind the
supported the
scenes.
Ukraine.
Averting certain potential
And
disasters,
Putin is
cleansing
supersonic,
excessive negativity,
trying to
and
pierce
softening the
through the
impact of
TV
Earth's
waves
cleansing,
to explain things
all
to the
to smooth the
citizens
way
of
for you.
America that he doesn't want to kill
we
us
stand beside you as loving partners in this
because
ascension.
the Russians have infiltrated.
Remember that Earth
as
is a
did the
pivotal
Nazis.
point for the
So we'd
elevation
all
of
be just
consciousness
killing each
throughout
other,
the
mutually
universe.
assured
Your
destruction.
ascension here uplifts many
And
others.
they're all planted all over the
In a
place.
very
and
real sense,
some will,
your ascension is also our
there will be
ascension,
detonations,
for all is connected.
natural and man-made.
This is why we honor and
The
cherish you so
separation will
deeply at
occur
this time,
of the land masses.
and why we have devoted our hearts and
So you better get
expertise
ready.
to assist you.
Unfasten
You
your
are
seatbelt.
valued beyond measure by the entire cosmic family
And we have
for the
friends
courage you
called
exhibit on this
Source.
journey.
Be a good person. Love your neighbor. Meditate. Drink water. Forgive yourself. Be fearless and be happy. They agree with that.
We acknowledge that on the ground level, these times can be daunting. The old third-dimensional world is in a state of upheaval and
3D.
collapse. You are
Height,
witnessing
length,
systems
and
of
width.
control and long-standing
A series of
institutions
boxes.
unraveling.
This is
You
much
see
like my
leaders and
condo unit.
organizations
If this
revealing their
was wood
dysfunction and dishonesty as
inside a
never
building,
before.
that's what my unit
Some
was
people's
turned into
behavior
by
appears
Helena.
bizarre or
For
irrational.
years I used it as a
Many
home
souls
office.
are
and
gripped by fear and
What
confusion
apartment
as the
of nine,
familiar
right
falls
at Dare
away.
Beach.
Beloved
Mad Beach.
ones, understand that this
All 9 of
turmoil
them.
is a natural part of the great clearing.
Reduced to the studs.
The old matrix of illusion and separation is dissolving because it
There's a
cannot
fake
sustain
9/11
itself
memorial
in the new
not a
frequencies
mile
of light.
away. Right
These
at the bridge.
tumultuous events
Coming
and strange
from the
behaviors
Bill
are
Young
actually
DA.
indications that the third dimensional
Bunch of fake
paradigm is
news
ending.
about what happened on
All that
9/11.
is not
It
aligned
needs to
with
be
love is
destroyed,
coming up
just
to be
like the
healed or
Washington
to
Monument.
depart.
And
Even
chips
your
taken
physical
home,
earth
just
is
like moon
releasing
rocks.
pent-up energies.
That will happen.
You might observe
The monument
unusual
will be
weather
leveled
patterns,
and feminized.
earthquakes, or other earth changes as she
People can
purges
put a
old
fucking
densities.
wig on Lincoln. I don't care.
Also remember that the earth herself is a living being.
You know,
who is
maybe
ascending
preserve
along
Abe
with you.
with the true
She feels
story.
your love and
Make
care,
new letters in the
and every
background
positive
about
thought
what
you
he
send
did.
her assists in her healing.
And have compassion for him. Because it's going to be D.C., Dolores Cannon City, peeps. As long as I live, that's going to be the case, and I ain't dying. So thank Mira, thank Maya, and thank commercialism. And have a great day. Ending begins. Well, I was going to end this, but there's Sophos.com, so that's something. And then Mira may still have more to say.
Your future stays protected. Our technology silences cyber threats, and our experts stop attacks cold. We keep it quiet, so you can
Sophos.
keep it booming. That's a win.
Quiet, privacy.
That's Sophos.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
and a
sauce.
meat burger.
I really hope
Bleeding.
you have one of those Rain-X
All right. Back to
interior
support.
products.
Oh, we have to.
They clean
bear
stains
for
and
you.
repel future drips and drops.
Alright,
Because
clean
we
it
both
up.
know this is
The
gonna
talking
happen
burger.
again.
Zusammen unsere Hamburger wird be gladly
All
paid
American
Tuesday.
seniors can apply to receive the
Oh,
2025 food card
yeah.
worth $900.
Thank you
It
so
could even
much
come
for
loaded
your
with more.
safety net. Here's Mira.
On a personal level, you are also facing challenges. Your bodies are adjusting to higher vibrations, and this can bring ascension symptoms: fatigue, aches and pains,
Stop eating
emotional
meat.
swings,
It's acid.
disrupted sleep and dietary changes,
Fish is acid.
and the resurfacing of old memories and feelings
We
to
are
be cleared.
batteries.
Relationships are shifting.
No LSD.
Careers and
DMT.
lifestyles are in flux.
Sunlight.
We know it can feel
Vitamin D.
overwhelming at times. However, try to see
Seasoning.
these challenges from a higher perspective. Everything that is
Bread.
falling apart now is making
Water.
way for something new and better.
Plant-based butter.
The chaos is not the end,
Jelly.
but rather the birthing process of a
Toast.
higher way of being. The more absurd and nonsensical the old world appears to you,
Meatless
the more
meat.
it means you are vibrating
Not
at a
the
higher
Impossible
level beyond
Burger.
that old reality.
Not
Take
Beyond
heart that
Beef.
these breakdowns
either.
will lead to breakthroughs.
Billy Gates.
Take comfort that none of this is happening by accident. It is
Read
all
the
under
ingredients.
divine oversight. We understand how exhausting it can be to witness and experience these changes.
You pepper things
Know
up.
that we
and
continuously
make it taste
send you
good with
strength and
onions
healing
and garlic
energies
and all the
to
other
help
stuff.
you get
You
through
got what
these
you
challenging times. You are never forsaken in this process,
Sweet
and every
potatoes have
challenge you
protein,
overcome is
there's
bringing
powders.
you closer to the light.
Just don't put shit in your body. I mean, half the stuff
Amidst the turmoil,
It's
something
crap, man.
magnificent is happening. Humanity is waking up. Every single day, the light on earth increases, and hearts open a little more.
Solstice
We see
is
it
coming,
clearly from
21
our
June.
perspective. There is a rising wave of compassion, awareness, and unity that is gaining momentum.
So catch the wave. She'll
More
have
people
more
are
to say in the
questioning old
future.
narratives and
This
seeking
is on
truth.
YouTube. 13
Millions are
June.
turning inward for spiritual
Not
practice,
even-
meditation, and prayer, anchoring frequencies of
21
peace.
hours old.
Acts of kindness and community support are blossoming even in the midst of crises.
Yeah. All right,
The
I
seeds of
agree
the
with
new
all
earth are
this. So
sprouting
let's
everywhere if you know where to
conclude
look.
with some opposition.
Perhaps you have noticed this in your own life.
The days of no helmets. The Irish against the Germans. Boston and Philly. The brawlers. No Rangers in sight. But Terry O'Reilly went up to the stands at the Garden one time. He's a madman. And these guys want each other pretty bad. It's opposition. So goodbye till the next one.
Forbes and Schultz. And here's O'Reilly moving in on Schultz. And there they go. O'Reilly and Schultz.
Schultz says, here's my face.
They've battled before in the American Hockey League, and this is O'Reilly's second fight.
These guys are all over 200 pounds.
DuPont and Forbes are squared away. And O'Reilly
So you hold the shirt,
he had the early going, and Schultz wants to
then
get
deliver,
O'Reilly.
talk to him.
We've had some real heavyweight goals.
Oh, oh, he's lucky he's missed. Oh, yeah. Dave likes it apparently. The hugs.
Now Schultz ready to go again, and O'Reilly wants to rest. And divide the fight in a round. Listen to the applause for Terry O'Reilly.
Amazing. Till next time.